Hi there. Do you mind if I join you? The cafe is quite crowded today.
Sure, go ahead. It is pretty packed today. I'm Sakura, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Sakura. I'm Tomi. This place has the best coffee in town, don't you think?
Absolutely. I come here quite often. What about you? Are you a regular?
I am, actually. I love the atmosphere here. It's a great place to relax and get some work done. So what do you do?
I work as a graphic designer. It's a lot of fun, but it can get pretty hectic. What about you?
That sounds interesting. I'm a language teacher. I teach Japanese to Americans and English to Japanese people.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you get into that?
Well, I've always been passionate about languages and cultural exchange. I spent a few years living in Japan, and that experience really inspired me to help others bridge the language gap.
That's really cool. I've always wanted to learn Japanese. It seems like such a fascinating language and culture.
It definitely is. If you ever want to give it a try, I'd be happy to help you out.
I might take you up on that offer. Do you have any favorite spots in Japan?
Oh, definitely. Kyoto is one of my favorites. The temples and gardens are just breathtaking. What about you? Have you traveled much?
I've been to a few places, but Japan is still on my bucket list. I've traveled around Europe quite a bit, though.
That's awesome. Europe has so much history and culture. Any favorite destinations there?
I really loved Italy. The food, the art, the history, it was all incredible. Have you been?
Yes, I have. Italy is amazing. I think Florence might be my favorite city there. The art and architecture are just stunning.
Absolutely. So, aside from teaching, what else do you enjoy doing?
I love reading and hiking. Being outdoors is a great way to unwind. How about you?
I'm really into photography. It's a great way to capture and share beautiful moments. Maybe I could show you some of my work sometime.
I'd love that. Photography is such a wonderful art form. Do you have a favorite subject to photograph?
I enjoy capturing landscapes and cityscapes. There's something magical about both nature and urban environments.
That sounds fantastic. It's amazing how photography can tell a story. Speaking of stories, do you have any interesting ones from your travels?
Oh, plenty. Once in Spain, I got lost in a small town and ended up having the most incredible meal with a local family. It was such a memorable experience.
That sounds like an adventure. Sometimes getting lost leads to the best stories.
Definitely. So what's next for you? Any big plans on the horizon?
I'm actually thinking of starting a YouTube channel to help Americans learn Japanese and Japanese people learn English. It's still in the planning stages, but I'm really excited about it.
That's a fantastic idea. I'm sure it'll be a great success. If you need any help with graphics or design, feel free to reach out.
Thank you so much, Sakura. I might just take you up on that offer. It's been great chatting with you.
Likewise, Tomi. Let's definitely stay in touch.
Today is the first day of class at the university. Students are meeting each other for the first time. In a large lecture hall, the atmosphere is filled with excitement and nervous energy. A male student, Tomi, notices a female student, Sakura, sitting a few seats away. Gathering his courage, he walks over to her.
Hi, my name is Tomi. Is this your first year here too?
Hi, Tomi. Nice to meet you. Yes, this is my first year. I'm Sakura.
It's great to meet you, Sakura. What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in international relations. How about you?
I'm studying computer science. It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it's also exciting. I guess we'll get used to it soon.
I hope so. By the way, where are you from?
I'm from Tokyo. What about you?
I'm from California. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. But I'd love to visit someday. I've heard a lot about the beaches there.
Yeah, the beaches are great. If you ever visit, I can give you a tour.
That would be amazing. Thanks, Tomi.
No problem. So what made you choose international relations?
I've always been interested in different cultures and global issues. Plus, I want to work for an international organization someday. How about you? Why computer science?
I've always loved technology and programming. I think it's fascinating how we can create solutions to real-world problems with code.
That's really cool. Do you have any hobbies?
I like playing basketball and video games. How about you?
I enjoy reading and traveling. I also like trying out new cuisines.
That sounds fun. Do you have a favorite book or a place you've traveled to?
My favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird. As for places, I loved visiting Kyoto. It's so beautiful and full of history.
I've heard Kyoto is amazing. I'd love to visit someday. My favorite book is 1984 by George Orwell.
That's a great book. Very thought-provoking. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Not really, just planning to explore the campus and maybe join a few clubs. What about you?
Same here. I want to check out the cultural clubs and maybe the debate team.
That sounds interesting. Maybe we can go together and see what they have to offer.
I'd like that. Let's do it.
Great. It's a plan then. Anyway, if you ever need a study partner or just want to grab a coffee, let me know.
That sounds nice. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Tomi.
No problem. See you around, Sakura.
See you, Tomi.
At a lively party filled with young adults aged 18 to 23, the air was buzzing with laughter and upbeat music. Groups of friends chatted animatedly, sharing stories and enjoying the night. Amidst the crowd, a young man named Tomi noticed a girl sitting alone at a small table, sipping her drink quietly. She seemed a bit out of place, possibly invited to the party, but not knowing anyone there. Curious, and wanting to make her feel more welcome, Tomi approached her with a friendly smile.
Hi there, I'm Tomi. Mind if I join you?
Oh, hi. Sure, go ahead. I'm Sakura.
Nice to meet you, Sakura. I couldn't help but notice you sitting here alone. Are you enjoying the party?
Nice to meet you too, Tomi. Well, it's a bit overwhelming. I don't really know anyone here.
I get that. It can be tough when you don't know many people. How did you end up here?
A friend of mine invited me, but she had to leave early, so here I am by myself.
That's rough. But hey, I'm here now, and I'd love to keep you company. What do you do, Sakura?
I'm a college student majoring in English literature. What about you?
That's cool. I'm studying computer science. It's challenging but exciting.
Wow, that sounds impressive. Do you enjoy it?
Most of the time, yes. There are tough days, but I love working with technology. How about you? Why English literature?
I've always loved reading and writing. English literature just felt like the right fit for me. Plus, I want to improve my English skills.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite book or author?
It's hard to pick just one, but I really love the works of Haruki Murakami. His stories are so captivating.
Murakami is great. I've read a couple of his books. Have you read Kafka on the Shore?
Yes, I have. It's one of my favorites. What about you? Do you have a favorite book?
I'd say 1984 by George Orwell. It's a bit dark, but I find it fascinating.
That's a classic. I've been meaning to read it. So, do you have any hobbies besides reading and studying?
I like playing video games and coding in my free time. What about you?
I enjoy drawing and sometimes playing the guitar. It's a nice way to relax.
That's cool. I wish I could draw. Do you have any favorite songs to play on the guitar?
I love playing Yesterday by the Beatles. It's simple but beautiful.
That's a great song. Maybe you can play it for me sometime.
I'd like that. So, Tomi, do you come to parties like this often?
Not really. I prefer smaller gatherings with close friends, but it's nice to meet new people sometimes.
I feel the same way. It's nice to step out of your comfort zone once in a while.
Absolutely. I'm glad I decided to come tonight. Meeting you has been the highlight of my evening.
That's sweet of you to say, Tomi. I'm glad we met too.
Would you like to get another drink or maybe find a quieter spot to talk?
That sounds great. Let's go.
At a lively beachside buffet party, a group of friends in their mid-30s to early 40s were enjoying the evening. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the ocean. Among the guests, a man named Tomi noticed a young woman standing alone, gazing out at the sea. She seemed lost in her thoughts, a slight smile playing on her lips. Wanting to make her feel welcome, Tomi approached her.
Hi there. Beautiful view, isn't it? I'm Tomi. I don't think we've met. Were you invited by someone here?
Hi, Tomi. Yes, I was invited by a friend, but I don't really know anyone here. I'm Sakura.
Nice to meet you, Sakura. Would you like to join us? We were just about to start a game.
I'd love to. Thank you.
So, Sakura, what do you do for work?
I work as a graphic designer. I've been doing it for about 10 years now. What about you?
I'm a software engineer. I work for a tech company downtown. I've been in the industry for about 15 years.
That sounds interesting. I guess we both have creative jobs in a way.
Yes, I suppose we do. Do you have any family?
Yes, I'm married. My husband and I don't have any children yet, but we're thinking about it. How about you?
I'm married too. My wife and I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. They're 8 and 5 years old.
That's wonderful. They must keep you busy.
They do, but I love it. It's a lot of fun watching them grow up. Do you have any hobbies outside of work?
I love painting and hiking. They help me relax and clear my mind. What about you?
I enjoy playing guitar and going fishing. It's nice to have some quiet time now and then.
It sounds like we both enjoy spending time outdoors. Have you traveled much?
Yes, a fair bit. My family and I like to take trips whenever we can. We recently went to Hawaii. It was beautiful. How about you?
I love traveling, too. My husband and I went to Italy last year. The art and history were incredible.
I've always wanted to visit Italy. It's on our list. Do you have any travel plans coming up?
We're thinking about going to Japan next year. I haven't been back in a while, and I'd love to show my husband where I grew up.
That sounds amazing. I've never been to Japan, but it's definitely a place I'd like to visit someday.
You should. It's a wonderful country with so much to see and do.
Do you miss it, living here?
Sometimes yes, but I've made a life here now, and I love it too.
It's good to hear that. Change can be hard, but it sounds like you've adjusted well.
Thank you. It wasn't easy at first, but I've met some wonderful people here.
I'm glad to be one of them now.
Yes, it's nice to make new friends. So what do your kids like to do?
They're really into sports. My son plays soccer, and my daughter loves gymnastics.
That's great. It's important for kids to stay active.
Absolutely. And it gives me an excuse to get outside more, too.
That's always a good thing. Do you have any plans for the rest of the summer?
We're planning a camping trip next month. It's become a bit of a family tradition.
That sounds wonderful. I love camping. It's so peaceful.
It really is. How about you? Any big plans?
Just work mostly, but we're hoping to take a short trip somewhere nearby. Maybe a weekend getaway.
That sounds nice. Sometimes those short trips are the best.
I agree. It's all about the quality time together.
Exactly. Well, it was great talking to you, Sakura. I'm glad we met.
Me too, Tomi. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too.
Tomi has been working at the company for nearly 7 years. He is a senior employee in the marketing department, and everyone in the company knows him for his dedication and sense of humor. Sakura recently joined the company and is currently on probation in the sales department. She is quite shy and often feels a bit out of place in the new work environment. As Tomi is walking through the cafeteria, having lunch and chatting with colleagues, he notices a new employee, Sakura, sitting alone in a corner of the room. Seeing that she looks a bit lonely, Tomi decides to introduce himself.
Hey there, is this seat taken?
Oh, hi. No, it's not taken. You can sit here.
Thanks. I'm Tomi. I don't think we've met before.
Nice to meet you, Tomi. I'm Sakura. I just started here a few weeks ago.
Oh, welcome to the company. How are you finding things so far?
It's been a bit overwhelming, but I'm getting used to it. There's a lot to learn.
I know the feeling. When I first started, I was in the same boat. If you need any help, just let me know.
That's really kind of you. I might take you up on that offer.
Absolutely. What department are you working in?
I'm in the sales department, and you?
I'm in marketing. It's great to meet someone from another department.
Yes, it is. I've heard good things about the marketing team.
Oh, thanks. We try our best. So how are you finding your team?
They're all really nice, but I feel like I'm still getting to know everyone.
It takes time. If you want, I can introduce you to some people in marketing.
That would be wonderful. I'd appreciate that.
Great. Maybe we can catch up over coffee sometime this week?
That sounds like a good idea. I'd love that.
Awesome. I'll check my schedule and let you know when I'm free.
Sounds perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
So, how did you end up at this company?
I was looking for new opportunities and found this position. It seemed like a good fit.
It's a great company. You made a good choice.
I hope so. I'm still figuring things out.
That's totally normal. Everyone goes through it. What did you do before this job?
I was working in a similar role at a different company.
That's great experience. I'm sure you'll settle in quickly here.
I hope so. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem. We all have to start somewhere.
Yes, that's true. And it's nice to know there are friendly people like you around.
Glad to hear that. Let's make sure you feel welcome here.
I appreciate that, Tomi.
Anytime, Sakura. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I will. Thanks again for chatting with me.
My pleasure. It's nice to get to know new colleagues.
Definitely, and thanks for being so welcoming.
No problem. It's what we're here for.
Well, I should get back to work.
Yeah, me too. Let's catch up soon.
Looking forward to it. See you around, Tomi.
See you, Sakura. Have a great day.
A new male employee has just joined the company and is not familiar with anyone yet. While waiting for the bus, a female colleague from the same company approaches him and greets him. He responds to her and tries to engage in conversation to build a good relationship within the company.
I hope the bus comes soon. I'm not quite sure about the schedule yet.
Hi there. Are you Tomi, the new guy from the marketing department?
Yes, that's me. Hi, I'm Tomi. You must be Sakura, right?
That's right. I'm in the content creation team. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I'm still getting used to the office and the area around here.
I understand. It can be a bit overwhelming at first. How are you finding it so far?
It's been a lot to take in, but I'm excited. Everyone seems really nice.
That's great to hear. If you have any questions or need help, don't hesitate to ask.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I actually have a few questions about where to find lunch spots nearby.
Oh, I can definitely help with that. There are a few good places around here. Do you prefer Japanese food or something else?
I'm open to anything, but I've heard a lot about the local Japanese cuisine. I'd love to try it.
Perfect. There's a great ramen shop just down the street. It's one of my favorites.
Sounds delicious. I'll have to check it out. How long have you been with the company?
I've been here for about 3 years now. It's been a great experience.
That's impressive. What do you like most about working here?
The people and the projects are both really interesting. Plus, the company culture is very supportive.
That's good to know. I'm looking forward to diving into some projects myself.
I'm sure you'll do great. Do you have any particular goals or projects you're excited about?
I'm really excited about working on some new marketing campaigns. I've always enjoyed that aspect of the job.
Sounds like you'll fit right in. If you need any insights or tips on the company's style, just let me know.
I definitely will. Thanks for offering. Do you work on any interesting projects right now?
Yes, I'm working on a content series that's pretty exciting. It involves a lot of creative brainstorming.
That sounds really interesting. I'd love to hear more about it sometime.
Sure thing. Maybe we can chat about it over lunch. We can also discuss other things happening in the company.
I'd like that. It's always good to get to know more about the company and my colleagues.
Absolutely. And if you ever need company for lunch or a coffee break, just let me know.
I'll take you up on that. Thanks for being so welcoming, Sakura.
You're welcome. I'm glad to help. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.
I appreciate it. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Great. Looks like the bus is coming. I'll see you around the office.
Yes, see you soon. Thanks again for the help.
Anytime. Have a great day, Tommy.
You too, Sakura. See you at the office.
Tomi and Sakura are two travelers who have just met at a cozy homestay in the heart of a bustling city known for its rich cultural heritage and scenic beauty. Both are avid explorers with a passion for history, local cuisine, and spontaneous adventures. They strike up a conversation in the common lounge area of the homestay, finding common ground in their travel interests and plans for exploring the city. As they chat, they discover both are planning to visit some of the same sites and decide to experience them together, beginning with a local museum and possibly a cultural performance at a nearby park.
Hi, I noticed you also checked into this homestay. I'm Tomi. Always good to meet someone new on a journey. What's your name?
Hello, Tomi. I'm Sakura. Yes, finding fellow travelers is always a treat. I just got here last night and am eager to explore.
It's a pleasure, Sakura. I'm from the UK and have been looking forward to this adventure for quite a while. Where are you from?
I come from Japan. Traveling helps me break away from daily life and dive into new experiences. What brought you to this city?
I've always been fascinated by the history and the diverse cultures here. I plan to visit some landmarks and enjoy local foods. How do you plan your trips?
I try to stay flexible to leave room for unexpected discoveries, but I do have some must-sees like the local museum. Have you been there?
Not yet, but it's on my list. Perhaps we could go together. It's always more enriching to share the experience with someone.
That would be lovely. There's also a cultural performance in the park nearby after the museum. Maybe we could go there too?
That sounds excellent. Speaking of local culture, have you tried any traditional dishes yet?
I sampled some street food yesterday. The flavors were quite distinctive. There's a night market known for its culinary variety. Maybe we could check it out?
I'd love that. I heard it's a sensory overload in the best way. There's also a quaint cafe nearby, known for its artisan coffee. Perhaps we could start our day there tomorrow?
That sounds perfect. It's nice to have company who shares the same enthusiasm for exploring.
Absolutely. It makes the journey even more special. What's one of your most memorable travel experiences?
Once I took a spontaneous trip to the mountains in Japan. The sunrise from the summit was breathtaking. How about you?
I once backpacked across Scotland. The landscapes there, especially during the misty mornings, were something out of a fairy tale.
Scotland sounds magical. I've always wanted to visit. What's on your travel bucket list?
I'm hoping to explore more of Asia, actually. Places like Vietnam, Thailand, and more of Japan. What about you?
I'm interested in seeing more of Europe, Italy, France, and more of the UK. There's just so much history and art to soak up.
Europe has a charm of its own. Maybe our paths will cross again on one of our future trips.
I hope so. Traveling is more about the connections we make than the places we see. Do you want to grab dinner at the homestay tonight and plan more?
That sounds great. It'll give us a chance to map out the next few days. Looking forward to it.
Me too, Tomi. Thanks for making my trip even better already.
The pleasure is all mine, Sakura. It's the unexpected friendships that truly enhance these adventures.
Tomi and Sakura are participants in an online course focusing on digital marketing and project management. They are from different corners of the world, Tomi from London, UK, and Sakura from Tokyo, Japan. They have connected through the course's online forum, where participants are encouraged to network and discuss course materials. Realizing they have complementary professional interests, they decide to initiate a conversation to get to know each other better. Share insights about their work experiences, and discuss their passions and hobbies outside of their professional lives.
Hey Sakura, how are you finding the course so far?
Hi, Tomi. It's quite interesting, isn't it? I'm really enjoying the weekly discussions. How about you?
I'm loving it, especially the practical assignments. It's nice to finally talk to someone from the course. Where are you from?
I'm from Tokyo, Japan, and you?
I'm based in London, UK. What's your professional background?
I work in digital marketing. The course is quite relevant to my job. What do you do?
I'm a software developer. I'm hoping to shift towards project management, which is why I joined this course.
That makes sense. What projects have you worked on recently?
Mostly web development projects for small businesses. It's been challenging but rewarding. Have you worked on any projects related to this course?
Yes, actually. I recently led a campaign that involved a lot of the strategies we're learning about now.
That sounds impressive. It must be great applying what we learn directly into your work.
Absolutely. It helps the theory make a lot more sense. Do you find the course challenging?
Some aspects are challenging, but it's a good kind of challenge, pushing me to learn more. How do you usually study for the course?
I usually watch the lecture videos over the weekend and then do the readings in the evenings. How about you?
Similar here. I try to keep up with the videos during my commute. What got you interested in digital marketing?
I've always been fascinated by how brands communicate online, and I wanted to be a part of that. It's an ever-evolving field. What about software development interested you?
I love solving problems and building things that people use every day. It's fulfilling to see my code come to life.
That must be rewarding. What are your hobbies outside of work and studying?
I enjoy hiking and photography. It's a great way to disconnect. What do you like to do in your free time?
I'm really into painting and also exploring cafes around Tokyo. Each has its unique vibe and coffee.
That sounds like a perfect weekend. Have you traveled much?
I've been to a few places in Asia. Korea and Thailand were incredible. Have you traveled outside the UK?
Yes, I've been around Europe. Italy is my favorite so far. The food and architecture are just amazing.
Italy is on my list too. Speaking of food, have you tried Japanese cuisine?
I love sushi and ramen. What's a typical dish from your region?
You should try okonomiyaki. It's like a savory pancake filled with different ingredients. What's a must-try dish from the UK?
You can't go wrong with a classic fish and chips. Next time you're here, you have to try it.
Definitely. It's been great chatting with you, Tomi. We should collaborate on a course project sometime.
I'd like that. It's good to have someone to discuss ideas with. Let's plan for that on our next group assignment.
Agreed. Let's keep in touch and good luck with this week's module.
Thanks you too, Sakura. Looking forward to our next chat.